Okay, hi guys. We are back with another episode in the 0 to 1 mil live stream series. In today's episode, really we're just going to be going over some relatively similar techniques we've been doing. Just thought I'd do a quick late night one where we kind of invest a bit and get the money moving. We're up to 92, almost 93k. You can see here a lot of the cards we sold and listed overnight have now gone. And we've got a bunch more to go, which are going to go over time. You can see I have been coming onto the account just to relist them, but that's it. So we've got like 20 odd cards still to go. If they sell around what they're meant to be, or what they've been listed at and what we're aiming for, we should end up with roughly a fair bit more. So we should go up at another like 70k, which takes us to like the 160k mark. But now at that point where we can make kind of 50k a day minimum, so we should be even more, and go from there. You're right, Herv. How's it doing? You doing well? And Owen, my coins have gone up by about 60k. We've actually gone up about overnight. We've probably made about 50-60k, so it's not going back. You're right, Tom. How's it going? Try the 5k pack method. At the moment, it's not one that I'm willing to kind of venture into on this account as of yet. Just not too confident with it. With the 5k pack method, obviously, there's no squad fitnesses now. So what are you aiming to kind of pack from that? Is it mainly players? What's the aim? And also, how are you three doing? Doing well? Hey, Bim. What we're looking to do is just get some investments for the overnight. Like I say, it's not going to be a overly long one, but we're going to see what we can get in. You're right, Jeronesy. How's it going? Doing well? Where's his price at? Ilicich's price is so good. It's really buoyant. We might be able to get a few of him on bid. At the moment, Tom, no, I'm not. I'm not willing to risk it, to be honest. Over time, we may venture more into that. But at the moment, it's just not worth the coins on the account. I've not opened any packs on this account as of yet. We're going to eventually get to the point where we can do all the player the SBCs and stuff like that and go from there. But, 40k from 5k packs. Boom. That's not bad returns, Owen. That is not bad returns at all. Good, Jerome's. I'm glad you're doing well. How's your team coming along? So 3k. So once again, if we get like the 2.7 mark on bid, it's easy money. It's 50-50. Also, lots of confusing messages there mixing between. Herb, what do you mean you've hit a wall trading? What's the wall you've hit? What you're struggling with? Yeah, Jeronesy, feel free, mate. Pop it across. We'll load it up and have a look. It's just going to be a little late night kind of chill stream, really. Monday night. No one needs anything too strenuous. Here we go. Let's just. We're just going to bid through these and then monitor them for a little bit. We've got enough money to kind of go for a while on them. I'm not going to go. Am I going to go up that far? Yeah, I'll do that. That's a page of them. Still stuck with low trading methods, but you're on 500k. What's your Instagram then? I can send you my team. My Instagram's Bertie Does Gaming, but what I don't use it. You're better off tweeting me, Owen, if you can. I'm less likely to see an Instagram one. I can't actually load it up on the stream if it's Instagram. So with that side, Herv, like if you use say 150k of that, or sorry 300k of that to trade, probably get better results. Go for similar to what I'm doing here, just the 84 rated players where you can earn a bit more per card. A mass bid, like blanket bid, for example, say Schmeichel's buy now is 2.7, go blanket bid at like 2.3. And if you do 50 of them, you're going to be doing what, 125, no, 115k in, and then flip them. What you can also do in the meantime is look to invest more. So whilst you're listing them 50, you go do it again, and almost get the ball rolling. Are they going to go above me if I go 2.5? Just trying to push this person away, make them think that I'm not willing to bid any more than I already have. If you bear with me, Jeronesy, let me just get this bid out of the way and then I'll load up your team and have a look. See, that's mental. That one's got a minute left. It's been bid up to 2.8. This one's about to finish at 2.5. Someone's obviously just gone through and bid on a bunch. But yeah, look, we win that one. Easy coins. Ridiculously easy coins. So we've won an Onana there. And we've got a few on bid that we still got coming in. You're right, Keller, how's it doing? Was I able to sell the Burnats? Yeah, I think I did. I have sold all the Burnats. Didn't make a lot of money on them. I didn't buy. I actually didn't go around and buy them in rewards, which is something on Thursday maybe I'll do. We'll hit kind of some of the lower end different methods that we've got along the way. But unfortunately, no, I didn't hit them in rewards, and I only bought a few on stream that you saw, so we didn't really make many coins off it. We're just going over to Twitter because Jeronesy sent his team across. That is solid, Jeronesy. Bear with me. Right, so you can see here Jeronesy's team. He's already done Mole, Neymar, Talisca, Salah, Paulinho, Fabinho, Mole. That is a very solid midfield. Kamara, Mukiele. Playing Mukiele as a centre-back. Very good centre-back. He's big, he's quick. For me, it's a no-no just on the chem side. But Hernandez, Semedo on the right back. I assume that's Wolves Semedo. You've got a right back, not Barcelona. If you've got Barcelona one, I want that. And then Neuer and goal. That's a very solid team, Jeronesy. I like that a lot. Very good. Who's your favourite player? What's the favourite thing you've got in that team at the moment? Yeah, what's the best thing you've found about that team? It's kind of what I like hearing. Like, if people are using something that's a bit out there almost, and they're finding that certain things are working when I can't get anything working, it's kind of nice to see that. I thought it was Jeronesy. I didn't think it would be the Barcelona one. If it was, though, I'd have taken my hat off because that card does not exist. Well, I don't think it exists. If it does, it's in very few players, teams and clubs. That's the thing. It's win to go 2-6. Just trying to get a few Onanas in to kind of stock up on what we've already got listed. Because these ones that will sell over time, and at the moment we're not doing mass amounts on this account due to obviously my schedule and kind of when I can access it and stuff. I can't believe someone's bought that now. That is a joke. This is the thing. This bit I don't get when people buy one now that I'm bidding on. See, like 2.7, that's my max. I'm not going to go above that. We're not going to get pulled into kind of bidding wars on cards and stuff like that. I don't see the point. But let's have a look. We've been outbid on another one. That's fine. Can bid these up. You just sent me your team on Twitter. Perfect. Right, bear with me. I'll load up and have a look in a second. That's another 1-1. Hope we can win that one. Got a message request. I'm in hand. Perfect. If I accept that, I accept the request. Bear with me, Owen. Let's just make sure we win these last couple of cards, then we'll switch over. Just going to have to bear with me a couple of moments. So 2-7 on him. 2-5. 2-1. Just want to make sure we get these across the line. all yours are tradable. Nice. I'll have a look in a sec, Owen, and hopefully we get to see a nice team. Jerome's, you like Neymar very much. Neymar's incredible. Such a good card. It's one that I couldn't recommend more to people to use. And I do find myself probably almost overselling him and saying to people like he's this good, you need to use him. So it's one where I get the kind of temptation with it. That's nice, that one's coming in 2-5 on him. Thought that'd be the one outbid. But yeah, Neymar's incredible, changes the team completely. And Mbappe's probably the next one for you to get out to, because what a card he is. And Callum, you done rare silver trade and spent 25k and got 173 back. That's very well played. You've done very well there. That's a very good return. What type of rare silvers were you going for? How did you base your idea for rare silvers? Well, it's one where I've dabbled bits and bobs in them, but never anything major. Never enough to kind of push rare trading as a kind of thing. But obviously it works for people, and I've seen many people make a lot of coins off it. So that's always good. You're right, EJ, how's it going? Doing well? Packed anything more ridiculous today? And how is that Talisca? That Talisca looks unreal, Jerome. He looked really good. So for him to be in your team, it's always a good thing. He's one where I'm tempted to do his SBC, but sadly for me at the moment, we're in a position where a lot of stuff we've done and we're going to do is a bit limited. We've got obviously all this stuff on the main account untradeable, or that's stuck in the transfer piles and stuff like that we can't kind of get to. So it's causing slight issues for us going forward. So in time, I'll be able to get the stuff in to kind of get him, but at the moment it's not looking positive for us in regards to actually securing him as a player. So unfortunately I haven't used him as of yet, but I think I've got a day left to kind of get the cards together, so I might see what I can do with the stuff in my club. Right, let's have a quick look at Owen's team before I forget, otherwise I will forget. Here we go, so here's Owen's team. So you got all tradable. The bit with all tradable here is obviously you spent on an icon left back. I wouldn't have done that personally. I'd have bolstered a few other positions. Like Aguero isn't. I've used him and I wasn't a big fan. You might find him amazing, but for me, I wasn't a big fan. Gundogan I'd change. How much was your left back? Because that's one where you've got a lot of money in there, where it's difficult for you to say it's worth it. Twanzebe and Adams, I bid for about 5k and Adams goes for 12 and Twanzebe 8.3. Jesus, that's some very good returns there for you. Right, we want to try win max 2-5 on these. Oh, and you pack the left back. Fair. Is he good? How is he? How's he been for you? Squad battle. That's a very good return from squad battle rewards. I hate squad battles. I can't bring myself to do it. I've done it for a couple of the objectives because I'm very close to the end. I've just realised that was the minute mark, wasn't it? Right, let's back out and go back there because we're almost at the end on the 2-4s. 2-5 winning to go to 2-4. 2-4. The nice thing now with the budget we've got, we can actually bid up a lot of cards. So we can kind of blanket bid our way across, which we haven't been able to do. We've been very limited on our funds. So us being able to go through now and blanket bid cards is a huge thing we weren't able to do due to the lack of funds we had. I'm going to go up to, there we go, the 15-minute mark, and that's what I'll call it. You bought Bale and Vardy for 17. That's not bad. What they sell for? EJ, I don't even know who you could have packed now. If you're still packing things, you're putting silly money in, like unbelievable money. You must be absolutely minted. But yeah, Owen, if you consider selling him, I think it could fund improvements all around your team, which is good. So I'd consider that. 170 altogether. I used all my money from trading, and now you can get both of them for under 170k. This is the thing: players' prices change dramatically, and some players drop very quickly. I see, Callum, 170. Yeah, some players' prices will swing very, very quickly, and not in the way you'd want them to. You'll all of a sudden end up in a situation where you've not secured the kind of return that you'd want to, and that's why I kind of trade consistently. I try to build a team and then be trading in the background to build up, mainly to cover the tax I'll lose when I sell the team or change it. So it's hit and miss with what we go with. Always trying to hustle our way around somehow though. I won't go above 2-5. Hopefully we can win this Onana at 2-1. That'll be a bargain. Absolute steal. You pack Team of the Week Gomez again. EJ, you need to get yourself Twitter or something, because at the moment the amount of things you're packing is calling me to doubt it. You're right, Myrons. Tomorrow is UCL marquee matchups, and I bought Car Walk for 106k. How much do you think his price will go up by? I don't know. It might go down. I have no idea, Myrons. I can't predict that, I'm afraid. It's one where he could be a really good return, but it's difficult for me to say to you, yeah, you're definitely going to make 20k there. Like, 106k for Kyle Walker seems good, but he's not going to be used in the SBC, so it all depends what you're anticipating and hoping that people pack in return. Your best shout on that might be grabbing some of the UCL rares and non-rares, the blue cards, getting a few of them in preparation for that, because if that does drop and you've got a few, obviously there's a huge demand on there, their prices could soar. So just bear that in mind maybe. I should try snipe Davinson Sanchez. I don't tend to try snipe big name players until we're in kind of promo areas. But even then, like when I'm in a promo area, I could snipe a Davinson Sanchez and make 3k. And that's realistically the margin. You're probably working with on a card like that. You're not looking at huge amounts of money made. So instead of that, I'd rather buy like 10 cards easily than spend 15-20 minutes trying to snipe. In 15-20 minutes, I reckon I can buy 10k worth of profit. So Myrons, no, I didn't say you'd make 20k. I said that I wouldn't want to say you'd make 20k. I think it's one where I have absolutely no idea if he's going to be any good. So it's along them lines. If anyone already hasn't, by the way, make sure to like the stream and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000. We're almost at 600 subscribers now, so we're smashing it. And growth at the moment has been really good. We're getting really good interaction in the streams and stuff. The chat is going mad, which I love. Able to keep up with it at the moment anyway. Aguero's played 100 and scored 347. Owen, have you used him in squad battles? I want to say you've used him for something, because that is a ridiculous amount of goals, unless you are a very, very good player. Then fair play. But you are averaging over a hat-trick every game. And some. So I assume that's objectives, because fucking hell, that's huge. So, JK, you've sent me a team on Twitter. Right, bear with me. I'll have a look. Did you tweet it to me? Or no, message request FIFA 21. That's you, I assume. Bear with me. Let me just go across here and accept that. Right, let me just get this team up on the screen for everyone to see. Right, so let's have a look here. So you got Calvert-Lewin. Did you say you got 23k to improve, JK? So you've got Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, Bergwijn, Havertz, Rodriguez, Pepe, Cancelo, Silva, Sanchez, Reguilon, and Leno. Personally, first thing I'd change is Richarlison, to be honest. Or Rodriguez, but I think Rodriguez is kind of a nice pull to him. He's second in form. He's just a bit slow is all. You've got a very attacking team. If I was going to change someone, I'd probably change Rodriguez to a more defensive midfielder. That's where I would be kind of more inclined to spend my money at the moment. If not, if you quite like having the really attacking midfield, I'd probably change Richarlison. But I don't know who to. Probably someone like Rodrigo. He seems so ridiculously overpowered. I'd then work my way up to someone like Rashford on the left wing, for example, and then play him up front and move whoever you have at striker to the left wing to cover it. But no, at the moment, I like the team. It's very solid. Your defence you can cope with for a while. The left back Reguilon's a bit naff, but there's very few options in the Prem. I'd probably change your centre mid Rodriguez. Maybe have a look at someone like Fred, who's a bit more box to boxy. Rodriguez is very much one-dimensional going forward. And then I'd look at Richarlison, maybe changing to one of the more meta players that, for example, are potentially more likely to overpay someone. So, like a Rodrigo. EJ, quick question: will I remember us or you guys? If we've got 100k on YouTube, 100%. If you're in the chat, I'll obviously remember you. I'll be getting involved, and it's one where I want my community to grow with me. So the further we go, and the more the YouTube channel grows, obviously the more I want you guys involved in it. And it's one where I'm looking for, obviously along the lines and down the line, looking at getting moderators in. So loyal people are always going to be rewarded with that. And it's also things where obviously more loyal people are going to be more likely to win stuff from giveaways and stuff like that. So Callum, you are in gold 1, and I'm looking to get 100k and get a Dharma Traore. Which other Premier League players do you recommend for 80 to 90k? 80 to 90k Premier League. My 1 second, guys. Right, so I'm just going to go over to Footbin on that question, because I think there's quite a few things you can get in for your team in that sense, and along the lines you're going to be able to get a return off. We've been outbid on everything, haven't we? Jesus Christ, let's have a quick look here. Yeah, I ain't matching them bids. They can have them. So we're avoiding that. Let's have a look here. You saw my description. Hey, Jeronesy, I flashed it. I'm sorry. Lacazette is underrated. You think he's better? To be honest, I think Lacazette looks really naff. I've not used him, to be fair. And cheers, JK. It's one where that's why I've heard that before, which is an odd thing to say, but I have heard it before. Do a lot of work on the phone, so you can imagine people say things back. Right, Bobby Firmino's in that 50k bracket. Wijnaldum's one probably to have a look at. He looks incredible for his price. Just shy of 50k on Xbox, that is. And then Jamie Vardy, they're kind of more in that range. They're different ones I'd probably look at going into. The thing is, with waiting, you can invest your money into a player you think might increase in price, so you can vary between, and hopefully see a return off that. Right, I've been saying rambling. I need to get things moving. I could try ASMR for FIFA fans. That ASMR stuff, I find it odd. I don't exactly get it. Whether I'm out of the loop, I don't know, but I just don't get it. And it's like a huge market in it as well. But like, well, Dabby, cheers for popping in, especially cheers for jumping in the chat. Really appreciate that. It's always good to have new people in the chat. Feel free to jump in whenever. If you've ever got a question or you just want to chill, if you want to have a chat, always jump in. We can always start rambling. Started FIFA in January, always looking for a tip. Nah, always look for tips. Best way to go. Getting advice is something like you never stop learning with this. It's the same with everything in every walk of life. You'll never stop learning different things to improve kind of the way you play and the way that I need to watch. For me personally, I need to watch more things on gameplay, getting different improvement tips here and there, making sure that I obviously learn as much as I can. But at the moment, we're still learning on trading. I'm capable of trading. I understand how to do it. I can make good money on it. I can do very small things to keep myself going. Good luck, Owen. Hope it goes well, mate. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the streams again. You have 40 in-laws right now. How many people are you marrying? I assume in forms. Yeah, I did. I spoke about Icon SBCs. I've never tried it, Davy. I might have to give it a go. Maybe learn a bit more about it. But in regards to the Icon SBCs, definitely good on. I'll hopefully be doing another late night, probably a late night stream again, and go from there. But with this, yeah, I'd have a look at the higher rated cards. Like, there's certain people that are going to jump. There's certain people who've already jumped, and this is the bit where you've got to be careful. You don't want to get kind of further in too late. So you want to make sure you're getting like 84s, 85s, 86s. Get them high rated cards and bring them in. What about Heung-min Son or Team of the Week Kane? What price wise? No idea what their prices are. Let's have a look. Heung-min Son, 138k. I can't imagine Kane being all that much, because Team of the Week Kane isn't his best card now. You obviously got Rule Breaker Kane, which is a better card. 88k for Team of the Week Kane. Yeah, there's a lot of other cards kind of out there now that would be classed as better, so I wouldn't get too caught up almost in them. Oh wow, we're winning quite a few here. It's always good. Yeah, I wouldn't get too caught up in them, because there's a lot of cards, for example, that you're able to, like Kane, with him not being the best in his thing, he might actually end up being kind of like used for SBCs and stuff at some point. I don't know, that might be a bit too soon to say, but I could see it happening. Let's just get these cards listed. We're actually making some decent profit on these now. I don't know really what type of profit I'm looking to make today. I've not really set myself. Usually before I start the stream, I'm like, I want to make 50k today, for example. Today is a very, very chilled Monday, because it's Monday, start of the week. We don't want to go too hard. We want to just bring in a few cards, see if we can make a decent return on them, and go from there. But you can see, like, we've got things lined up. On a bid until the point that I've got about maybe 30k left, or 15 minutes on bid. What position change are you going for? 100%. I love a position change. One of my first big moves on this FIFA was cam to centre mids. I bid on, I think I bought 400, and I made, there we go, that's the last one. So we go after ourselves 16k, we'll invest that somewhere else. Yeah, cam to centre mid was a massive one I moved on, and they made me some really good money, to be honest. I was making between 500 and £1,000 a card, so made some very good profit there. Flipped them in kind of a day, so that's always nice when that happens. You just got to buy at the right time, and rewards tends to be like Thursday. If you're liquid and you've got coins, go into rewards, smash them out. You'll be able to snipe a lot of cards. You reckon they'll make? Damn, Callum, that's a very good return. Why? Do you know what? I don't think Aubameyang's that good on this game. I think he's a bit heavy. That might just be personal opinion, but I just feel like he's a bit heavy, and that doesn't work for me. I've been picking up Cam to centre forward like 200, 350, and centre forward to Cam about 400 each. And what are you looking to return on them? I suppose obviously beforehand you've looked in saying, oh, they sell at this price. So what do they sell at? No, Dabby, it's one where position changes are always needed, and with position changes, what you're waiting on, and if you can do well on it, and when you do really well, is, for example, the new Team of the Week comes out tomorrow, or Wednesday, sorry, not tomorrow, it's Monday today, Jesus. So on Wednesday, you get, if you've got centre forward to Cam or centre forward to striker, Team of the Week comes out, Bobby Firmino's in it, for example, centre forward, and he's a centre forward, so he needs to be moved to a striker to be usable, or moved to Cam to be usable, and that's when they suddenly jump in price because everyone's position changing him about. So you want a Team of the Week with a few centre forwards and stuff to kind of trigger that. Firmino is not in the Team of the Week. That was just an example, by the way. You're going to wait for Icon SBCs. I'd sell them before that, to be honest. I don't think the icon SBCs are massively going to have an influence on position changes. That's personal opinion, though. I could be very wrong. And that's something I always try to stress. I am wrong a lot of the time. Okay, we've got another card here where we think we can... What? Oh, that's... Bloody hell, that's why. Rui Patricio's price has recovered. That's nice to see. Should have bought that card. Whoa. Right, on the main account, I've got about 300 Rui Patricio stuck somewhere in my unassigned that I can't get to. He's gone up to 3.5. I need to get them back. How do you know he's getting Team of the Week? You don't. There's people who claim to be able to leak this stuff and stuff like that, but they have no idea. Some people do have leaks, and there's different bits of content that's definitely happening. But I think with Team of the Week, the way they get decided is on performance, so goals and assists. So if someone scores a hat-trick, for example, they're near guaranteed to be in Team of the Week. There is no way these are this cheap. We're about to make a killing if we win these. Right, let's have a watch on them. No, Dabby, there's no such thing as a dumb question. You can ask whatever and we'll always see if we can give you an answer. Can never promise an answer, but we'll always see what we can do to get you one. That's really good that that's coming in. What's my opinion on hybrid squads or teams in different leagues? 100%. Near enough every team I ever build is a hybrid. I'm always building hybrids, looking to kind of bring in the best players. What's my Jota? He could. He is definite potential that he'll get a Team of the Week and an upgrade. So if you've done his objective, you'll get a return on that, and his card will go up in rating. So that's always good to see from someone who's done that. Personally, I didn't do it. I'm a fool, but I didn't do it because I got fed up with doing the objectives. When it's an objective card, it has to be really good for me to bother, just because it's not. I spend my time trading over grinding that side of the objective, which is kind of silly in a way, but everyone does it differently. You're right, Axel. You hate this gameplay. I've lost like 25 games in Foot Friendly. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So with that, have you built a team for the friendly? Like, have you got chemistry and stuff like that? Is your team actually prepared? Also, to return your previous question about how much I'm hoping to make from. I'll wait for Davy to say more. But yeah, Axel, have a look at your team. Is it built for Foot Friendlies? Is it built is it actually ready in that sense for that game mode? Because you do get it where I come across a lot of people when I play it, and they haven't got chemistry or they've got ridiculous team. It's the League One one. With that, do all the other objectives first, and then there's the other route you can go down for an easy win. You got Rule Breaker Di Maria. Damn, you took this seriously. Yeah, in order to make yourself kind of have the best chance. Whoa. I managed to slip through the gaps there and grab a bunch of Rui Patricios before his price went up. Have you got an Mbappe loan? If you do, use him. You can use a loan card as many times as you like in friendly, so I always advise that. But with that, get all of the other. If you do all the objectives, like the goals you got to score, the headers and stuff, then when you go into the game, you could always message the person you're against and just say, hey, do you need the goals? I need a win. You can score as many goals as you like. Like, give me 3 own goals, then we'll take it in turn scoring. So if they need a header, they can just flick it over, have a header. That's always my best route. A lot of people message me saying, I'm doing the objective, can you help me out? And I'm like, yeah, as long as you give me the win. And boom, you've got the wins. I haven't done the French one though. To be honest, Mole's not a bit of me. Right, look at all these Schmeichels that have sold. That is It's what you love to see, guys. You love to see that. We need to relist, and we'll list this stuff to go alongside it. Can't believe we got no Nana for 2k. We've got some serious money floating about now, guys. We're going to be hitting the $500,000 mark before we know it, which is nice. I'd like to think potentially by the weekend we hit $500,000. I don't know if that's wishful thinking, but obviously due to lockdown, we've got a lot more time on our hands to do stuff. Anyone comes to ask for the best way to make coins, I'd always on marquee matchups on Foundation SBCs. I watch YouTube videos and you make so much profit. Trust me, do SBCs for packs. Yeah, Callum, that is something we are going to do. We're going to do all of the SBCs, the advanced kind of SBCs and starter SBCs. What I'm waiting for is kind of to build the coins up enough that if we do it and we pack nothing, we still have a good return. So that's something we're going to probably do this weekend or towards hopefully the end of this week, depending on returns. I've seen, because what I want is all the packs at once. I don't want to be opening a pack here and a pack there. You can have that Schmeichel, go for it. Boom. Now pack for it. Just got 15 wins, 1. I can't message people because someone reported me for saying the word pussy. So I can't even message the game for Neeks and a bowler. Wow. Axel, firstly, chill. Getting annoyed doesn't help. I'm the same. Like when I'm playing FIFA, I get very hot-headed and then my form drops. The more annoyed I am, the worse I play. So like if I'm having a few games, it's going wrong, I'm getting annoyed, I'll step away, take a break, do some trading, or just go off the game for a bit, outside, just try step away from it for a bit because otherwise I get really annoyed. What with that side of it, if you can't message people, you just got the 15 wins, so that's done. So it's just the goals now. So what goals do you need to get for that that challenge? Dabby, damn, you got Nedved. How much to sell him for? Very good card to pull. Quite jealous. Oh, quite a few outbids. That's fine. I can afford to outbid you all straight back. So that's what I'll do. So we've got a few more bids. We're going to go jump into some other players now. Let's have a look around at the Rui Patricio market again. We were doing quite well on them. So we're going to whack a bunch more bids on. We got quite a bit of money back in. And he seemingly sells for quite a bit. I don't know if he's selling at 3-4 though. I don't know if I missed it, but I don't know if we got any in. We'll have to keep an eye on it. You got 450k for him. Boom, that is a quality return. That's very good return. The other week from your guaranteed team of the week pack, you got Ibrahimovic. He is so annoying. Yes. I can imagine that's kind of frustrating from a guaranteed team of the week pack. You kind of want better. Actually, we've been breaking controllers and TVs for the past 5 years. You can't keep cool with this game. It does it to people. It really gets people riled. So just take it easy. Try not to break controllers and TVs because that is an expensive break for the game. But you know, it is what it is. Just think, guys, we're on 588 subscribers. Can we get 2 more and hit 590? But it's well close to the 600. So if you can, make sure to subscribe, guys. Always appreciate it. Where have we been outbid? I assume the Rui Patricios, which is fine. If you're going to outbid me on a Schmeichel, bid on the surely the newest one. Same again with you. We can wait a couple of minutes for them to actually fully come through though. Hopefully get these cards all confirmed and in the club. Do I play pro clubs? Yes. I have been playing pro clubs for a number of years now. I've got a group of friends to kind of play with. I could make a kind of separate club just for the YouTube. Maybe we do like a YouTube night pro clubs where we play with you guys, if you're on Xbox, there's a potential with that. Axel, cheers for subscribing, man. Really appreciate that. Means a lot. Callum, do I play Foot Champs? Yeah, I play Foot Champs every weekend, and I hate every second of it, but I do it every week. I've been... My highest finish this year was Gold 1. I want to push on Elite. Bearing in mind, I got Gold 1 like a 6 mil team. I should be doing better than it, but I'm just not very good. Yeah, Dabby is really good. Pro Clubs, it's such a laugh. It's really fun to play with people. So, definitely recommend it. Oh, really? No, it's well worth getting into. Especially if you're playing with a good group of people. If you play with a good group of people, it's so much more fun. You can really get things kind of going, and it's a good laugh with that, so you can't go wrong. But yeah, well, depends. If you play with my mates, everyone shouts at each other. Oh, it's sold. I thought I was on my trade list. I was very confused. What was going on there? My head couldn't function and work out what had happened. We just got to check something, because I feel like we may have been trolled by the market. Alright, there is a few 3-3, okay. That's fine. We're going to stop going on Ruiz. His price seems to be fluctuating a bit too much for us. I'm 4 levels away. 3 levels away. I think I'm 3 or 4. I think 3 levels away from getting the end player. I think I'm going to take Bernier. Or Sabitzer. Sabitzer looks like the actual best card to use. But Bernat's a strong link to Neymar, so I'm probably more inclined to actually use it. But yeah, that's almost done. Let's get them sold. Listed, sold, get them out. I'm not going to miss out on some Rui Patricios because I was rambling. Need to get them bids in. Right, going back to the questions. Where were we? Been finishing goal 3 since April. No, that's the thing. Keep pushing, and every week you play, you will improve, and you'll find that different things in your game, you'll find your weaknesses and different weaknesses in the team. So the more you play, the better you get. That is the one rule with FIFA, and I think it's correct. So how can you improve attacking and defending? Right, improving attacking, I have no idea. I can't help you on that. I'm not that great at it myself. Be patient. Don't rush the attack is my advice. Try and let everything kind of run its course. And then when it comes to defending, don't use your centre-backs. Use like CDMs. So if you control your CDM, let the centre-backs take their natural position. They'll form at least a wall in front of you. So they'll be like here. Their attackers here. You grab one of the CDMs and push on them. So if you push with the CDM, at least your centre-backs are in position, then it keeps another man between you and them and the goal, really. Whether it actually works, but that's kind of what I do. And I didn't do it before, but I got recommended by one of my mates, and he'd love to hear it, but he's better than me at FIFA. So I gave it a go, and it does work. So try to leave them centre-backs and your left-back, right-back in the right position, so they kind of are more central. I try not to rush a defence. I kind of hold back, stand off, and then lunge at the right time. But I'm not the best at defending on this game. Anyone that's watched me play knows that. I've not done much. I did one of the weekend leagues. I streamed most of it. But overall, I'm not here to teach people how to play. I am nowhere near good enough for that, unfortunately for me. Yeah, patience. That's the thing. Patience is the most solid advice I can give. Especially when the game annoys you, because the second you're frustrated, you want to rush in, you want to dive into attack, you want to clean the man out. But it's not necessarily the best thing for you to do. You're going to end up getting booked, and then you have to be more careful with that player, or you continue to rush in and you get a red card. How I use Joe Gomez. Packed him out of the untradeable Halloween SBC. He's the best defender. I don't think he's better than Van Dijk. I've had him and Van Dijk together. I didn't really like Joe Gomez, but playing against him, I hate him. So it's very difficult to decide. Lately, I've stopped using the sprint button because unless you're chasing back or I have space at the opponent's part of the field. Do you know what? That is a huge difference in game when you do that, because all of a sudden you find that you're like a pass when you're not running and you're not holding RT. When you're, for example, you play a pass to a player, they take a really nice touch on it. They'll bring it down softly. Whereas if you're sprinting around, often the ball goes miles and it's nowhere near as good. Looks like we're selling quite a few. So you're learning right stick switch at the moment. That can be incredibly helpful as well. It's one to learn kind of away from the competitive game modes. But once you get good at it, it's really helpful. You find his stamina. I don't really have an issue with his stamina, but I really do not run around with him. He is staying back all the time. He is sat there. He is just the wall between their attack and my goal, and that is what he's there for, sweeping up challenges, because the second I get him out of position, I am fucked. Like, genuinely fucked. I can imagine bringing on Gomez off the bench. It's unreal. You're right, Adam. How's it going? Doing well? How have you been? We're just kind of having a very chilled Monday night investment. Well, I say investment for this evening's trades and tomorrow. Look how many cards we've bloody got. Jesus Christ. We've got a lot of cards. Yeah, we're just kind of having a bit of a chilled one. Just picking up kind of players for a bit more of the long hold. Just seeing if we can get some quick kind of flips in. Well, not even quick flips. I'm happy to sell overnight. I feel like Berkey's price is about 2, so fucking hell, he's so cheap. I can't even begin to explain how sad it makes me that his card is this cheap. Dabby, no, I think a low depth is better. It's worse to play with when you're on the attack, but it's better to defend with, because at that point you're able to get yourself in positions that person never can. The defence, if you think like when you play on the weekend league and you get people who can't get past for the life of you, like you always get them, but you can't get past them for whatever reason. You try and play a ball through, the defenders are there. They're playing one depth on drop back. I can't play it. I've tried it before. I just don't find it fun. But it's a very solid way of having all your defenders in front of your goalkeeper. But as long as you can break an attack down, you can usually do all right on it. Callum, I'll give it a go. If you tell me what to look for, I'll give it a go. I'll look for rare Prem silvers. Do you just snipe them? What's the game plan for them? Do you set like you look for the minimum buy now, or I'll give the rare silvers a go. Why not? What tactics have you found most helpful? I use constant pressure. Right, so there's the reason your stamina is really low. Constant pressure annihilates your stamina. It's good for a bit, but all the time it annihilates it, and you leave yourself kind of every player getting completely ragged, to be honest. Do you find your stamina drops quite late on? So that's my thoughts on it. Run 6th deck, score a lot, but I concede a lot too. Yeah, there we go. You've got a very high defensive line. Bring that defensive line back a bit. Maybe go to like a 4, so it's not too much of a dramatic change. I run like a 4 depth usually. So if you bring that back to a 4, you should be a bit more solid defensively. What I'd do is I'd go on the custom tactics and have like, say, an attacking tactics that was the exact same tactic as basic, but when you go into attacking, constant pressure goes on, so you can really push, get the ball back and go, but make sure to remember to go back to balance when you don't need to anymore. Adir, thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate it, man. Amazing. Callum, that is incredibly vague. You've asked me to go in on silver rares. Right. Bear with. One, two. This is where I can bring my tactics across to a different trading method. So if they 1-1, really, we want to list that. This transfer market. This is why I don't do a lot of kind of player trading and stuff, because the transfer market is so broken. Cheers, dear. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Let's hit that 1,000. Do I have trained for 2 mil plus coins? I do. I personally love a mass investment, like a silly mass investment. So you monitor the market, work out where someone's low. If I'm honest, you're probably better off looking at going for. Oh, this is annoying me. Let's have a look at Twanzebe then. If that's who you're saying is good. He's 10. There is no way I'll be able to make any money on Twanzebe. He doesn't exist. Who? Adams. So Twanzebe doesn't exist. Shay Adams, I assume. There is like none of him. Whoa. We'll keep an eye on that. There's not a lot of silvers on the market at the moment, so it's very difficult. Yeah, Adir, with 2 mil plus coins, you've got an option. Like, for example, tomorrow night, or Wednesday night before rewards, you could look at putting your 2 mil coins into meta players, ones that people want, like not Joe Gomez this week because he's in Team of the Week, so it's not really worth going near. But you can have a look at players that are usually very popular in teams. St. Maximin, he's a very popular card. Semedo, you can have a look. If for the more expensive side, like Mane, Salah, before rewards drop, and then on the kind of later into the rewards day, early on in the morning, rewards are going to drop and price is going to come down a bit. But then the more expensive meta players go up because the demand is there and people have got more coins, so they're more likely to go for them players. So it's always worth kind of monitoring going from there. But 2 mil plus coins, you've got a hefty amount to invest. Do not do what I've done, which is invest 7 mil into bloody 84 raids. You'll be there forever trying to sell them, and that's what I'm learning. Unfortunately, silver trading on Xbox at the moment does not look like it's worth me even going near. Do I use the web app? I use the web app. I use the companion app on the phone. You name it, I use it. We got Darlow's there, he's gone. Charlie Austin. That's fair, is what it is. You're right, Adam, how's it going? Doing well? How you been? Chowdhury, look at him. Right, Chowdhury's going to be the last one I look at because at the moment I'm just killing time jumping between where I need to be investing and getting some cards for the overnights. So Ruby True shows they're going, that's alright. No worries, Adir. It's one where a little bit later in this series we'll kind of get there. I actually have no idea what my profit was last year. If I'm honest with you, last year I only played up until about November. Yeah, see, Chowdhury's not worth it either. There's just no money to be made on these at the moment. There's such little demand. But I can see how if there's a lot of cards on there, it'd be worth it. But yeah, dear. Later down the series, obviously we're going to trade with a lot higher budgets, and we'll do some bits then. So make sure to stick around, keep an eye out. You'll see kind of some more bits and bobs go, probably more your budget's way. But you can kind of use your budget to do the same as what I'm doing here, maybe on higher rated cards. So you could have a look at the Oblaks, for example, mass bid on Oblaks, and then relist up and make 5k a card rather than 500 coins. That's kind of, or even if you make 2k a card, you're still doing well on profit. But yeah, Dabby, I end up playing until about March, not even March. I'd made it to Footmas. I think Footmas, and then come the new year, I didn't play it anymore. I can't remember what happened, but for whatever reason, I decided enough was enough. You see plenty of unhappy players on Reddit. There's unhappy players always. But no, last year, I think other games came out. Like, that'd have been the most insane buy ever. I didn't know how much of a difference there was from PS4 to Xbox. Market-wise, huge difference. There's a lot larger player base on PlayStation than there is on Xbox on FIFA. So the markets are very different, and that's why when I'm doing these, I always say, like, I'm on Xbox. If you're on PlayStation, check your prices, because you don't want to be left in a situation where you haven't got anything. So what's my take on pay to win? So my take on pay to win, it is what it is. I don't agree with the FIFA points and packs concept as much. I like packs that obviously you grind towards and get, and you work your coins up, and then if I use them, I use them. But there's a massive issue with kind of child gambling surrounding this, and there's a lot of people putting a lot of money into this game, which is quite concerning to see, to be honest. You don't want... People will genuinely be getting in debt over this. There's people putting £5,000 plus a year in. And that's kind of how I got to the point of trading. Like, I've put a bit of money into the game before, like years ago, and for the last 2-3 years I put nothing in because there's just no point. I buy the game and then I trade, and that's how I really got into trading mainly. I've always dabbled in it and I've always done bits and bobs, but you got to be careful with it. You're right, Igor, how's it going? You doing well? Axel, at the moment, I'm all good. I will another time, though. I will do kind of like me versus people on another stream. At the moment, I haven't got a team on my main account, which is a main issue. But at the moment, I'm just trying to focus on getting this blimmin' account up on the trade profit. But yeah, Igor, how's your day been? Been doing all right? Dabby, exactly. Like, even when I'm running my 6 mil squad, I come against people with more expensive, better squads than I've got, and I beat them. And I get beaten by people who've got like 100k teams. If you're a good player, you're a good player. Sometimes the team does, like, there's certain situations where the team makes a difference, and it's really frustrating when that happens. But exactly, Dabby, pros will beat you with bronze teams. If you're that good at the game, it doesn't matter the difference. And I tend to have better teams than most, and I get beaten a lot. So the team helps, but that's it. So pissed that those SBCs don't. Me and Mike were on earlier when that SBC dropped, and me and Mike have obviously been doing bronze packs a lot, so we had loads of them. I've done about half of one of the SBCs and they removed it. So obviously I get all them players back. I've got about 6 packs from it. Happy days. But it's one where I was going through it all and then they removed it. I was fuming. So, Axel, sorry, I don't know if you saw or heard. At the moment, no. I will give you a game another time. I don't have a team at the moment, so it makes it very difficult for me to give anyone a game. I'm just trying to grind out these players and get some coins in. You tested out your new team earlier, and it went pretty well. Rashford up front might be the way to go. I'm telling you, he is so good. He's so much better than most cards. It's painful how good he actually is. He shouldn't be as good as he is, but he's just that good. He's so quick and strong. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how he does it, but it is what it is. We have made some very good money tonight. Everything's been very casual, but we still got 31 cards selling. We're almost at 200k, guys. Jesus Christ. How have we got to almost 200k? I haven't even invested for the evening yet. Which we will. We'll probably start to do that now. Just realised it's getting quite late and I've not invested for the evening. We need to get our 80k spent, and we need to get it spent quick. Right, let's do this. All we need is Onana's price to shoot for a little bit. What's everyone's record? Mine's 120 wins, 18 draws, 48 losses. Your record is better than mine. I don't even know what mine is. But probably worse than that. I think I've cleared 100 losses now. I think I've cleared 100 losses, but I'm maybe almost on 200 wins. So it's not too... I might have 200 wins. Saying that, I have no idea what my record is. Very difficult to say. I did put Cancelo in at centre-back for that one game since I don't have the money for Joe Gomez. How was he at centre-back? Did he go alright? Gini Wijnaldum and Llorente together. That's a very quick, very, very solid midfield. I can't see having too many issues and pace on that. But they look very solid. So, Axel, another time, mate, I will. 100%. 100% will play another time. Tonight is not the night I play, I'm afraid. I don't plan on being up for that much longer. That's the thing, Igor. Like, if they've done the job just for a few games, whilst I wait for the money to come in, obviously from rewards, that's always a positive. We want to have a look on some Rui Patricios. We know he's been selling all right at 3-3, but the market hates us. Alan or Gigi? Gigi for me. I think Alan's very good, but Gigi just looks unreal. Looks very good. Yeah, Alan, I love him along with Pogba. If you're happy with him, I wouldn't change him. That's something I always try to stress enough. There's no point changing the team for the sake of changing the team. Only change it if there's something you actually want to change and feel better with. I'm with Igor on that. I found Alan a bit clunky. The agility side, I think, let him down. There is no Rui Patricios popping. But yeah, Gini Wijnaldum for me just looks like such a better card. Here we go. Right, let's get these bid up. Things we're selling cards as quick as we're bringing them in, which is insane. It's good, but it's insane. That's that. I haven't actually tried him. I played against a few of them, and I just think he's so good. He's caused me such issues over the times that I've played against him, and that gets really frustrating when they're doing that. I didn't mean to bid 2,900. Oh well, is what it is. Already have 538 foot chance points. Do you think I'll qualify? If you play enough, yeah. Well, did you play Weekend League last weekend? If you did, then you'll get the points in your rewards. So that's always alright. In goal you have Laurie. He's alright, but he's cost me a few goals. His kicking isn't great. Was Dahar actually good? You see, he was very cheap for what he was. So that's very good. With goalies, I've got Edison untradeable. I've used Edison and Allison. And you know what? Goalies are goalies. They all make errors. And they all could be a lot better. They all annoy you. That's what I've learned. And whether that's the correct way of viewing it, I don't know. But some of them just really, really will annoy you. But I try not to focus the blame on the keeper. Unless there's an absolute howler. Oh, up to 3-9. 3-9-2-9. Don't go up to 3-9. Jeez, I'll lose loads. His reactions are good. He's the tallest of the bunch in the Prem. That's the thing. Like, he's got a lot of... Pope's really good. I've played against quite a few Popes, and he just is bloody Spider-Man between the sticks, isn't he? Doesn't let anything past him. Pope's tall. Pope's a big boy. Don't know how tall he actually is, but I know he's pretty big. So he's well worth a shot. I'm trying to think what I should invest in, or what I can get quite a few of in kind of a short period of time. But what do we want for the overnight? Probably a few more 84s. Probably go for my classics. Guys, we have smashed it day, by the way. 590 subscribers. So cheers for everyone who has subscribed. If you haven't already, mate, if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Like the stream. It's been going amazingly lately, so we just want to keep up kind of the momentum on that. You're not winning these Rui Patricios off me unless you drag them out of my cold dead hands. We're going to go hit some Schmeichels quickly because we won quite a few of them. We got quite a few Schmeichels in, so we want to get some more going. Right, Rui Schmeichel. We actually got some good profit returned on him earlier as well. I swear he's not the most popular card to go for. Do you know what? 2.9. His price is on the way up. If he can hit 3.4k tomorrow, I'll cry. I'll actually cry. I wouldn't actually cry, but I'll be very, very happy. Just going on some blankets here. Get the blanket bids going. We're trying to get enough of this money gone, so when we do our final night list, we got a nice, almost full trade pile. That's what we want. We want as many cards in as possible. I had a mail there. You know what? I'm not going to bid on that one. Do you think Schmeichel and Leno are good investments for Icon SBC? You've got 10 each in the transfer list. Yes, I do. I think Schmeichels will naturally go up anyway. I've got about 1,000 Schmeichels, not even a good few hundred. I've still got a 1,984 cards that I'm trying to sell at the moment. So if I say I believe they're going to invest or increase, and this is why I dabble so much in them, because I'm quite confident in their pricing. So if it seems like I'm really focusing on one method, it's because I'm confident in their pricing in this method. If they go down a bit, they'll come back up. It's one that I am confident in. Depends if you're holding for a long. If you're holding for a big long investment, I think you're better off trying to flip them. Because if you, for example, if you're planning on sitting for a month until Icon SBCs with them cards in your transfer list, why not sell them for a little bit of profit, all 10, then buy another 10, sell them for a little bit of profit. So at least they're paying for themselves. In the end, then you've got a zero risk investment in your transfer list. Anyone know any pacey defenders? Can't play rather than champs. We want to watch Thiago Silva and Alderweireld. If I'm honest with you, I would say that you should go for Ake, Gomez, Davinson Sanchez, players like that. Them three are very good. All quite solid. Contemplating selling before the Icon SBCs, or should I wait? Davey, I have no idea what happened with the market. Like I said, I don't have a team at the moment. I am so invested, it is stupid. I've gone far too far with it and I can't stop. Keep bloody buying cards on the main account. Yeah, Igor says get Ake. Also up to Div 4. Well, hey, well done, Igor. Smashing it, mate. But yeah, Ake's meant to be very good. So, you got people recommending him. Give him a go. I've played against a few as well, and he's caused me absolute hell. So, what's to say he's not going to be the best thing since sliced bread? But one thing I made the mistake of today when I started streaming, I didn't get myself a glass of water, and now I've been talking for an hour and 10 minutes, and my mouth is dry. But I'm not going to be streaming for much longer. Just going to get these. Hopefully this last bit of money gone out the club, which is a really weird thing to say. Obviously everyone's always trying to get the money in. If I've spent the money, I know I can earn it back. Did we buy and sell Berkeys? I feel like we did. We did, I remember looking at that price and saying I wanted to cry. Yeah, I remember that. Once again, 2.5 max bid across the board. Let's do this. Whoever's done that, I'm really proud of them. Because that's what I want to do, but I can't now because they've done it. Fair play. Pogba is awesome. Do you know what? I played someone who played that Pogba rule breakers as a centre-back. Holy shit, I couldn't get past him. Solid anything. How much is Walker? Because he was good has good pace. Carl Walker as a centre back is about 400k, I think. He's very expensive. You think his gold card will be worth much? Pogba, yeah, he's always going to have a bit of demand on him, isn't he? He's Paul Pogba. I've got Team of the Week Zaha. I haven't got Rule Breaker Pogba though. How do you say he is? Do you say he's good? So Rubes, Ratio, Berkey, Onana, Schmeichel, Pizzi. How's his price doing? This card always floats around some decent prices. That's fine, I can deal with that. Just double check, yeah. Lovely. Oh, Jesus Christ, get off. Get off me back. There is no way there is no Pizzies up until the 49th minute. We go over this every time, EA. You're just trying to troll me. And we'll keep jumping through some prices until eventually you go, oh, there's one here for a minute. And then I'll bid on them, and then we'll lose them. Just want to double check. I knew I should have been keeping an eye on it. Semedo's One to Watch is awesome. Try it, Brett. Semedo's One to Watch is the exact same as his normal card at the moment. Also, do not buy his One to Watch at the moment. His price is ridiculously inflated. So, there's no upgrade and change to his One to Watch at the moment. And he's inflated as hell. Oh, people have already been 2.8 on him. Fair enough. I had a pop at EA for no reason. Right. Onana's it is. That's Jean Onana. What Andre? But yeah, avoid that as much as possible. Walker at right back's 100k. Dabby, only buy. Oh, you fuck. What's happened there? He's fast and has good physical. What he said is true. But just be wary if you're getting the One to Watch, is all I'm going to say. You don't want to buy into someone else's investments, and at the moment that's what the market is. Everyone thinks he's going to get a Team of the Week, and he's done nothing for that, to be honest. So, you got a clean sheet. I think it's a very weak call at buying on that. But Semedo's normal card, incredible and very cheap, so it's probably worth a punt. I've gone too far there on them. We had a look at Bergo and Anna Schmeichel. What's an upgrade on my right side of Semedo and Pepe? Salah, when you can get to that point. Salah's a definite upgrade. Almost there. Perfect, right. That's all the coins in. We now need to just maintain bids as they kind of come in and out. Hopefully didn't miss anything too good. That's fine, they can have that. That's not a deal for me. There's a couple of ones to be had here. So I'll remove him. Oh, bid that. Remove him. Salah on the right over Rashford. Whoa. Well, Rashford's left-sided, isn't he? I'd have Salah on. I'd have Rashford over probably most players at the moment. I've used him this weekend. I was incredibly impressed with how good he was. So I'd definitely go for him over most. That's just my opinion. I was thinking Rashford on the right side, getting behind, and maybe a Hawk. I went with a finisher on him. I think a finisher was the right move, to be fair. Just improve the stats that we need improving. I didn't mean to... I'll win that card, but... Let's get these cards across the line. I thought Trent was naff, to be honest. I've got him untradeable and I still won't use him. And that's a 70k card just sat there. Unless I had a team of the week. So you have Allen on the left side. So you could play Rashford on the right off Chem. He's cheaper than Salah, so it's a sooner upgrade, isn't it? Get him in a lot quicker. That's my last bid, then 15 coins. And then what I'll probably do is just let everything run through and leave it at that. Yeah, Igor on it. He just rifles them top corner all the time. I have no idea how his shot power is as good as it is. They've absolutely tanked him up for whatever reason. Like, he barely moves his leg and the ball's in the top corner. For me, he's well worth it. See, Igor, I put a finisher on him on the pure fact that I feel like he doesn't really need the pace. Usually I'm very much the same, but it's one where it just kind of didn't look like it worked for me, to be honest. It didn't really add up. But right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Just realised it's 10 to 12. I'll work in the morning. But yeah, as always, guys, cheers for popping in and catching up. What I'll do is I'll just let these run through. I'll put kind of what comes on the transfer market. I'll list it, and that's all I'll do off stream. That's all I want to do. I want to go to bed. But yeah, cheers, guys, popping in, chain. Really appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, make sure to subscribe, like the stream, and I'll catch you all soon, guys. So make sure you all take care, and I'll speak to you all soon. Till a bit.